Hello mga vlog! Welcome to my guys! For today, I will be sharing a reaction video about the Adulting 101 of Heart and Chiz. And I have been a fan since the part 1 of their Adulting 101. And it really amazes me, no? For some people who were asking about their age gap. So, medyo nga talaga may kalayuan ng kanilang edad. But then, Heart fell in love with him. And then, they got married last 2015. Na-amaze talaga ako about the things that Chiz said. Napaka-inspiring, na malaman kung ano yung mga thoughts about love, about life, about how to balance financial aspect, your mental health, and all of those things. So without further ado guys, we will do a reaction video from the main points na feeling ko napakaganda ng sinabi ni Chiz for all of us. Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. So let's start it guys! By the way, don't forget to subscribe mga beshiwap. Pa-subscribe po ako sa aking YouTube channel. So let's do this! Okay, so let's start guys. So, tingnan natin.
My first question would be, how did you choose your path? Like, kunwari, what you wanted? Did you always want to become like a senator? How did it start?
Am I going to English or...?
Kahit ano, dear.
English or Tagalog daw.
Ever since I was young, I wanted to be a politician. In fact, when I was in grade 1, when my teacher asked me what I wanted to be, I said, president of our class. And as you grow older, you realize some things aren't meant to be, some things aren't for you and they're for other people. And you get to adjust. And you get to choose the best answer insofar as what you will do for the rest of your life.
Wow! So, sabi ni Chiz, some things aren't meant for us, Dili tanan, guys. Not all things that we ask for or we wanted to happen will happen. So, may mga bagay talaga, besh, na hindi mo pwedeng ipagpilitan. So, parehara na siya sa gugma, no? So, dili tanang gusto nimo makuha nimo, besh, ug nagustuhan jud nimo ang keks. Let's continue, guys.
My question would be, how do you feel about people, like, do what you love, and then the money comes after?
It depends. If you need money, then go to where it pays well. It won't last if you don't like what you're doing.
Yeah, that's really true. So, hindi ka magtatagal sa isang bagay na hindi mo talaga gusto. So, depende talaga. Kasi may mga point in life tayo na kahit hindi natin gusto, kailangan natin dahil siguro financially mas malaking sweldo or mas pabor ka na magagawa mo yung lahat ng mga gusto mo. Next.
My question would be, what would be like, kunwari, for fresh grads, what would be the wisest investment? What's the first thing that you should spend your money? What do you think would be a
Before you can invest, you should first save.
Okay.
No money to invest with if you don't save.
Tama. So, before we invest, first thing to do is to save money.
Does a man need to pay 50-50? Gusto ba sa'yo yun?
No. Might as well bring her to a restaurant you can afford and then pay 50-50.
Hit ka doon.
So, Heart was asking if ano yung masasabi ni Chiz about the 50-50 payment during sa dinner, lunch, or date ng isang magkasintahan. So, ang sinabi ni Chiz is, might as well pay to a restaurant na ma-afford lang ng lalaki rather than pay 50-50, hati sila sa babae.
How would you recover from a breakup?
No, you look for things that first and foremost that can and will keep you busy.
So my first question, people that are dealing with changes, like you're going through changes, like with your schedule, with everything, how is it going and how do people deal with changes?
You simply adapt. The only thing permanent in this world is change. So palagi magbabago yan,
The only permanent thing in this
may
world
magbabago
is
sa buhay mo,
change.
and you can't keep it the same way as it has been for the longest time. So you have only one choice: adapt to the change.
Adapt to change.
There are a lot of people.
It is harsh, but you can't sugarcoat it. That's why the oft-quoted phrase, "That's life." C'est la vie. Ganun talaga ang
Ganun
buhay.
talagang buhay,
hindi naman
Besh.
palaging masama yung pagbabago. May pagbabago din naman maganda. And if you weigh it out, when you look back in your life, you'll see and realize, hopefully, na yung pagbabago na ganap sa buhay mo, karamihan doon
For your
is
better.
for your better.
Yeah. How do you deal with anxieties and fears?
How do you deal with that? I mean, you give the best advice, like how.
Basically, people think if they're afraid of something that they don't have or they lack courage. There's actually a very good definition of courage, which basically says that courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to overcome it. So that you're afraid of something doesn't mean you're less courageous.
So, Chiz is now explaining the definition of courage.
That you fear something doesn't mean that you're a fearful person.
It is not the absence of fear, but the ability to overcome it.
Courage is basically defined as one's ability to overcome it. Kung tatagalugin natin yun, walang lalaking matapang sa lumilipad na ipis. Basically.
Next question.
The greatest lesson in life that you've learned?
In relation to your question about change, nothing lasts forever.
Nothing lasts forever, mga besh. Walang forever!
So make sure you act, think, walk, and speak with that at the back of your mind. So, habang mataas ang pwesto mo, habang may pera ka, huwag mong isiping habang buhay yun, baka dumating yung bata.
Correct.
Na mawala yun, yung kabaligtaran naman totoo. Kahit na mahirap ka, o naghihirap ka ngayon, o nagtitiis ka ngayon, hindi rin naman habang buhay yun. So make sure that you're able to adapt to that change.
Correct.
Sa madaling salita, huwag kang magbago kung ano at sino ka man, saan ka man nakarating. Para pag mawala man yun, normal pa rin yung buhay mo.
Correct. Nice. What would you choose? Passion or practicality?
Now, when it comes to your passion and practicality, what would you choose?
Depending on my age, probably. Right now, it's practicality. Early practicality.
Practical. Correct.
It's never too early to save and be practical. But there's also a time to actually enjoy not only what you
Enjoy
have, but
life daw, mga besh.
life as it is brought before you. So between the two, it should always be a balance. If you can do both, why not?
Yeah.
As they say, you can have the best of both worlds when it comes to this one. You have to choose one over the other. But sometimes, and more often than not, you can actually balance the two. Meaning, you want to go somewhere, you don't have to live in an expensive hotel. You can live in a cheaper hotel so that you get to balance practicality.
Pag ta-travel ka daw, you don't need to go and to have an accommodation which is very expensive daw, mga besh. So, okay lang daw yung mga cheap hotels, cheap inns, kasi travel naman yung pinunta mo.
You keep our relationship strong.
You work at it. As you said, it's not going to be all easy, all smooth. So you definitely have to work at it and sometimes even fight for it.
You work for it daw, besh. Hindi siya madali. You know, relationships are not easy. In short, bawal yung ikaw lang mag-isa. Hindi pwede yung ikaw lang yung mag-work sa relationship nyo, besh. Kasi, hindi ganun yung love. Hindi pwede ikaw lang yung mag-effort. Hindi pwede ikaw lang yung magmahal. Hindi pwede na ikaw lang yung nagmamahal at yung umaasa. Kasi sa relationship, both of you need nyo na mag-effort, na magbigay ng time sa isa't isa. And of course, to love each other.
That will be the best test of whether or not your relationship
And sabi nga ni
will last.
Chiz, hindi daw madali ang relationship. So both of you need to work with it.
Hindi, so you work at it and you fight
Sometimes
for it.
fight for it. Nice. So let's move with our part 3. Ito na yung pinakahihintay kong part 3 ng Adulting 101.
What do you think about the internet?
Now, through the internet, vicariously, you can actually live through a person, see the same things that the person is seeing. Kaya marami tuloy naiinggit. Having said that, suffice it to say that if it's too hot in the kitchen, then leave.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're out there, if you're parading yourself on the internet, saying things, doing things, showing things that you're doing, then you better take the good with the bad. Patay. Well, now there's a law that says cyber libel is a crime. Before, libel could only be committed by writing a piece on the newspaper or for a newspaper or saying something on TV or radio. Now anything you post can be the subject matter of a cyber libel case. But in any libel case, the best defense would be, as they always say among lawyers, proof of the truth.
Okay.
Proof of the truth. That's true.
So however hurtful your statement may
Maybe.
be, you cannot be sued for libel if you can prove that what you said was true.
Correct.
Okay, I see.
Sige, let's try an example.
Yung ganyan.
I don't know, if they fault you for your acting,
Acting.
and it falls under the category of an opinion.
Okay.
then nobody's right, nobody's wrong. There's no such thing as it being a truthful statement or a false statement, because it may be true as to him, but false as to another person viewing it.
Correct.
I subscribe to the statement that says, or the saying that says, I may not agree with what you are saying, but I will always defend to the death your right to say it.
That's nice.
So you can go ahead and say what you want to say.
Yeah. How do they deal with hateful comments?
Bashers, bash.
In my
Does it
case,
matter?
Once in a while, I put them in their place. Because usually, you have to, as I said, you have to learn to respect what their opinions are, very much like how they're disrespecting.
Yeah.
While some are also respecting yours. Again, if you're out there, then take the good with the bad. If you can't take the bad, then don't be too out there and just limit your exposure to your friends. If you want to grow, then you have to take the bad as well. You won't grow if everything you get are the good comments.
So, sabi ni Chiz, if we want to grow, we should take all the bad comments, not just the good comments or the good things in life, pero we will learn on something, on more important things, if we will accept the bad side or the bad comments about us. We will grow wiser with things around us. So I think that's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoy and you learned something from Heart and Chiz. Indeed, Chiz is very intelligent, and maybe that's one of the reasons kung bakit na-in-love si Heart sa kanya. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe mga Beshuwap sa aking YouTube channel. So, see you on my next vlog. Thank you!